What's oh, I look dusty and tired. Hey you guys. Hey Mrs. Hicks. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much for being the first to comment. Oh, let me play the I'm Reasonable theme song, right? I'll be forgetting y'all like that. I'll be forgetting. I'll be forgetting. I'll be forgetting. Let the people come in. I'll be forgetting. I don't know. I'd say I'm reasonable. Okay, that's completely unreasonable. You have no idea just how reasonable I am. Reasonable synonyms are sensible, rational, practical, fair, appropriate. Fitting, suitable, logical. All things I would definitely say describe me. Do they describe you? Welcome to I'm Reasonable with Zaynab Johnson. I'm reasonable. Hey, sorry, I was texting my friend. What's up, everybody? Hey, Cadence, how you doing? Hey, I feel like I'm gonna say Jamoya's name right because you told me how to say it before. Shucks, what was it? Jamoya, give me the phonetic spelling. I think you told me how to say it before, right? Anyway, hey girl. Hey Sherry Cohen, how you doing? Syed, you missed do you say Syed or Saeed? You missed Onija. But it's up. You could just go watch it. You can totally go watch it if you want to see it. Hey, Still I Rise. Oh, I'm saying it right, Jamoya. Okay, so it's not you. It's somebody else whose name they had to give it to me phonetically, and then I had to say it correctly. Okay, cool. Hey, Lyrical. What's up, everybody? What's up? So I just got back. I was in Tempe, Arizona. If you came to the show in Tempe last night where I was on stage for 1 hour and 43 minutes. 1 hour and 43 minutes. My hands are so ashy. I don't care. And I got off the plane. I was only in Tempe for one night, so I parked my car at LAX. And I'm so happy. I parked my car right at the terminal. Parked my car at the terminal. So then when I got off the plane this morning, I was able to run some errands, get some groceries so I can like make myself a really good iftar. I'm having breakfast for iftar today. Just FYI. If you don't know what iftar is, that's the meal. That's the meal when we break our fast. And yeah, and then I did some stuff around the house, and then I started doing some stuff on my computer, and now I'm here with you guys, and I have to put an audition on tape. But I was like, should I get ready for the audition, like make myself up and then get on camera? And I was like, no, I don't feel like it. They either gonna get this like this now for this live or nothing at all. Let's see. Hey, Brianna Williams, how are you doing? Deborah, hello, Deborah. Is it you who be leaving long comments on the episodes? I mean, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, but I be like, this is a book. Alonzo, what's going on? We got the same last name. Are we related? Darrell Fletcher, what's going on? Jasmine J, hey. I'm having a dilemma, you guys. I'm trying to figure out what to do with my hair. I actually did know what to do with my hair like a week ago, but then the woman who I wanted to do it, she was like, I'm out of town until this date. And I was like, I mean, hairstylists gotta have a life too, right? Oh, alaikum salam and Ramadan Mubarak, Aisha. Anybody a Uber driver? or I'm just saying Uber because that's what it's almost like calling a Kleenex a tissue, right? Um, uh, but anybody a ride share driver? I want to talk to y'all today. What's up, Sal? Thank you so much. Um, you binged watch. Is it Shy or she? She or Shy B? Uh, you just binge watched Upload. Thank you so much. Yes, the new season, the fourth and final season is coming out this year. And I'm nervous because I think I know the premiere, I think I know when it's going to premiere. And I'm also supposed to be out the country around that time. And I don't want to miss the last hurrah with the cast. So I'm hoping that it works out. But I'm so glad that you watched the first 3 seasons. Thank you. Hey, Tay. Okay, so we got our moderators in here. Tay and Still I Rise, thank you so much for joining us today. I know at the top of the episode, remember I feel like on last week's episode, this past Wednesday's episode, I was like, okay, when I put this out, y'all got to get the New York City tickets because they're going, and in the moment I clicked on that link again, they was all sold out. So if you're in New York, I hope you got the tickets to the New York City show because they all sold out. And I ain't going to add another show. I'm traveling from Chicago to New York, then to possibly Toronto. I'm like, I can't do it. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, Deborah, I get what you're saying. It's like I put out an hour plus podcast and you're going to respond to all of it. That's why your comments are very long. Listen, thank you. I appreciate every single letter that you type. Hey, Shaneria, is that how you say it? Shaneria K. Samuel Rowan, how you doing? Oh, have I ever been with a white man? Ooh, that's a question to lead with on a Sunday. I see you don't got the Lord in your life. You know what I'm saying? On a Sunday? On a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? On a Juma Friday, a Saturday Sabbath, or a Sunday church day? You talking about have I ever been with a white man? Have you? Have you? Samuel, have you been with your brother? Yes, thank you so much, Still I Rise. Live show in Toronto, Ontario. Toronto, Canada, April 11th and 12th at the Comedy Bar. Arlington, Texas. There you go. There go the dates, May 2nd through the 4th. Yeah, I guess not, Samuel. But when you do get with a white guy, when you let a white guy slap you in the face with his white penis, let me know how it feels. See? You got me saying penis while the sun is up. Can't take you nowhere. Hey, Ty. Oh, nice. Oh, so you saw my stand-up clips online. Thank you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Olivia Jones, I will see. I love the name Olivia. I would never name my child Olivia, but I love the name Olivia. I shouldn't say never, but I think it is such a elegant name. And then you could say it like casual, like Olivia. Or, you get what I'm saying? If you're really trying to put some stank on it, Olivia, you could really over enunciate the O. I just love it. I think also, too, you know why I think I love your name, Olivia? Because in The Color Purple, remember when Celie thought that she saw the lady had her kids who adopted her kids, and she was like, Oz calls her Olivia. Oz names her Olivia. I saw that movie when I was such a little kid, and I think ever since, I just thought that scene was so beautiful and so sad. I think that's the thing that started me loving the name Olivia. It's such a good, Olivia Pope. It's such a good name. Only reason why I probably, if I ever, inshallah, have a daughter, would not name her Olivia is because my kids gonna have Islamic names. So, you know what I'm saying? They either gonna have Islamic names or cartoon names. You get what I'm saying? Like they either gonna be named, you get what I'm saying, Fatima, Khadija, or they gonna just be named A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You get what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be one or the other with my kids' names. Okay. But I've never had a friend named Olivia. I've never really had anybody in my life named Olivia. Wait. So Queen K. This Wednesday is the 50th episode, right? Of I'm Reasonable. This Wednesday. Let me check. Is it? Cause you trying to make me put an outfit together for. Let me see. I'm going to my YouTube studio. It is this Wednesday. It's the 50th episode. What we wearing? Okay, let's go with a color. Let's go with a theme. What color? What color do we want to wear? Now, just keep in mind, I don't have a plethora of colors in my closet. Contrary to what it might seem, remember, I am a New Yorker. I have a lot of black. I have grays. I have a lot of denim. I have whites. I'm going to give you a pop of color here, a pop of color there, but I ain't got just a whole bunch of color in my closet. So what colors are we wearing for this Wednesday's episode? Why I knew somebody was going to say purple, because I know purple is for royalty, but let me just tell you what. I have not one single thing in my closet that is purple. Speaking of Saeed, speaking of hijabs off, I was gonna wear purple for hijabs off. It was either gonna be between red and purple, and we had a purple suit. We had a nice Alexander McQueen purple suit, all monochromatic, nice, dark, deep purple, like an eggplant, beautiful. But I got up, we did a screen test for the special. We did a screen test. And I got up on that, in that little middle, that round, in that room, and I had on a purple suit. Everybody was like, okay. And then I got up and put on that red suit, and the director was like, we're going with the red. We're going with the red. And I was like, all right. But I don't have, and then I had to give the purple suit back because I ain't wear it. Whatever complements the hair color that I have right now. I think everything except, how about we go with, I really don't know. Y'all decide and let me know. Decide amongst yourselves and let me know. You already wearing a Canadian suit for the, hold up, Cadence. Guess who else is wearing a Canadian tuxedo for the New York show? Cadence, we're going to be twinsies. We're going to be twinsies. Because I'm wearing a Canadian tuxedo for the New York show as well. What's going on, Miss OJ? Miss OJ, thank you. My nails need to be, I don't want to show my hands because they ashy, but my nails need to. My nails need to be done over. Okay, so let's get into these Uber drivers, right? These ride share drivers who I appreciate. They have really, provided us a service that really has changed the way we live. Right now, ooh, cream is my vote. Trip Max, how you want me to ruin your life? What is my skin, Virus? What is my skincare routine? Nothing. I need to go get one. I need to go get one right now. None. Just, you know what I'm saying? Asking Allah to increase my blessings every single day. That's my and drinking as much water as possible when the sun goes down, girl. That is my skincare routine. Okay? Um, cream. Okay, I have some cream. Okay, I can't think about it right now. Rideshare drivers. Rideshare drivers have provided such an important service. They really, really have. I'm gonna get into the vent. I'm gonna get into my rideshare driver this morning who was driving me to the Phoenix airport at about 6:30, 6:43, 6:53 this morning and would not stop talking. And the ride was short enough for me to just bear with it. But we'll get into it. But before we get into it, I want to acknowledge that I am grateful that there are rideshare drivers. I am so grateful that there are rideshare drivers, okay? Number one, I don't know how people be having DUIs anymore. I don't know how you getting DUIs anymore. With Ubers and Lyfts and every fill in the blank all around the corner coming right to you wherever you at, taking you where you need to go. And if you're not even in a whole major city, then it's not even going to cost you that much. It cost me $50 to get to LAX in a regular Uber X. Phoenix Airport, it costs $18 to get to the airport. $18 in a regular Uber X. Sometimes I'm in cities and I'm going from my hotel to the venue and I just hop in the Uber X real quick. Sometimes I don't even be taking black cars that often. I be taking black cars when I'm in New York City, but I don't be taking black cars that often. Unless I'm going somewhere nice. When I'm just going to comedy clubs, I get right in the Uber X. Sometimes the Uber X be $8. How are you getting a DUI? How are you driving while intoxicated in this day and age? With all of these fine people getting in their vehicles, turning on an app and being willing to pick you up and take your drunk behind home. How are you getting into? I used to be like so concerned, like, oh, if my car was in the, like depending on like what service you have with your car, or if you get into a car accident, depending on what your insurance looks like, you might have rental car built in, you might have, whatever. I used to be like concerned about that, like, but now I'm just like, oh, if my car ain't in the shop, and if it was in the shop, I would have coverage, whatever. But I used to worry about stuff like that, like, dang, I'm gonna have to, especially living in LA, which is not, it's a driving city. You really gotta drive. There's people who don't drive, but trust me, they miserable. They miserable. Or at least they were miserable before ride sharing became a thing. So I'm completely grateful to the rideshare drivers. For whatever reason you are a rideshare driver, whether you are in your second career, I love those rideshare drivers. They be older. They car be so clean. They got all the chargers you need. They get you there on time, but they ain't really rushing. You know what I'm saying? They car smell like they take care of it theyself. They car look and smell like they washing it theyself. They got mints for you. They offer polite conversation, not too much, not too little. I love an older second career Lyft driver. You know what I'm saying? They retired. They about 62 years old, 63. They've been working since they was 18, 19. They retired. But they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They got empty nests. They kids is out the house, but they don't want to just be out there at home and they ain't going to a golf course. So they said, you know what? Let me meet all these different types of people. Let me get in my Uber car and drive people around. Because I like driving. You know what I'm saying? I like those types of drivers. I also like a driver that is just want to do a good job. I really like a driver that's just like, I'm just here to do a good job. Like, because this is a personality thing, right? And I ain't even saying I'm this type of person, but there's certain personalities in the world where their work defines how they do their work. And this is something, I don't mean to get into like the Quran and the Bible and stuff like this, but this is in the holy books. When you do your job, you are supposed to do your job like 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 God is watching. You get what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people hate their job. So, you know what I'm saying? And they take it out on the customer sometimes, right? Or they just, you know what I'm saying? Some people just not really happy in their lives. And so when they go to their job, it's like, I get that. But I really appreciate the people who do a good job just because it's their personality to do a good job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like them doing a good job is not dependent on you or the job. Part of their integrity is them always showing up and doing the best. Like part of their character. It's like, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. That's just a character. So inevitably, you're going to get the best possible service. And hopefully, in turn, give them the best possible response because they showing up with the highest level of integrity in what they do. I love those types of drivers. Even in any service industry, I love y'all. If I find a hairstylist or a nail tech, there is a perfectionist, I'll keep them for life. I'm going to tip them good. I'm going to keep them for life, because the thing about perfectionists, you don't got to pay attention to none of their work. They already on it. You ain't got to, you ever have your nails or your feet done by a perfectionist? Then you can truly relax. You can truly relax. You ain't got to worry about a nail polish being smudged or chipped. They gonna get it because they are perfect. They can't even help it. I had this nail tech for such a long time. I think she went back to Chicago, actually. There was a point where she was trying to get my nails so perfect, I had to stop her. I said, yeah, I did feel it. Y'all felt the earthquake? Okay, we're gonna talk about it. I did an earthquake bit on my stanzas on my crowd work show. I'm gonna cut that up and put that out, because I was in this office before I went live with y'all and it shook, and I was like, oh no, what's happening? It was an earthquake. Okay. My nail tech, she went back to Chicago. I had her for years. It was when I used to get what did I used to get? I used to just get gels. Now I get Russian manicures. Gels, but Russian manicure. This was like a Korean lady, but she went back to Chicago. But she used to be to the point where one day I had to stop her. I said, okay, I think it's fine. Girl. I think it's fine. Don't worry, I think it's fine. Because she was going to spend 3 hours on my nails if she had to, just for them to be perfect. I love people in the service industry like that. I hate a person that be pretend see stuff ain't right and pretend that it's right. Oh, I hate a person like that. I hate a person that you ask them for something specific. A waitress, you ask them for something specific. They put your plate down on the table knowing good and well you asked for some scrambled eggs, well done. And they giving you over easy disgustingness. And then you like, oh, so you can't believe you got to speak up. Oh, I asked, oh, what, I don't know what, let me see. You sure you asked for scramble? I swore you could have said over easy. I've never requested an over easy egg in my life. That's how I know you lying. I ain't never requested an over easy egg in my life. So for you to sit here and lie in my face, it's like when I get pulled. I haven't gotten pulled over by a police officer in years, but I remember one time getting pulled over late at night, and I was driving really late. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and so I might have been swerving just because I was like tired. And a police officer pulled me over, and I wouldn't stop on the freeway because it was dark, it wasn't lit. So I got off the freeway and went to a lit gas station. And he was like, have you been? He was like, I pulled you over because you were swerving. I was like, yeah, I'm tired. And he was like, have you been drinking? I was like, I don't drink. He said, have you been drinking tonight? I said, I don't drink. This ain't a question of have I been drinking. I don't drink. Now, what's the next question? Because I don't drink. I keep moving my mouse. because my computer is up. But I forget that I'm on the phone. Okay, so before I get into this Uber driver this morning, what was his name? I ain't even gonna say his name. We're gonna call him Charles. That wasn't his name though. Goddamn Charles. I had to tell Charles politely. What's up, Ken? Right, Sherry? I'm telling you, somebody with OCD, somebody who is a perfectionist, you want them to work on you because they're going to do you right because they have to. They're going to do you right because it's a compulsion for them. And you could just sit back and relax. Here, girl. Huh? She used to have to wake me up. I used to not be able to. That's the only downside to having a perfectionist work on you, like do any service for you, because you probably not gonna get out the door fast. You get what I'm saying? I would try to book her day of. I'd have something else to do, and I'm like, okay, she got me here for 4 hours doing a manicure and a gel manicure and pedicure. Cause she worried about every single little thing. You know what I'm saying? She doing everything so. She's so particular about everything, but I got somewhere to be. So I used to have to make sure, okay, when I go book her, I got to make sure my schedule is just completely free. This is just a leisure day for me. I ain't got nowhere to be. So everybody that came out to my show in Tempe last night, thank you so much for coming out. Like I said, I was on stage for 1 hour and I think 43 minutes. Did not plan to be on stage. I plan to be on stage for all of 45 minutes, you guys. Seriously, all of 45 minutes is what I plan to be on stage. We got to get these likes up. It's a lot of people in here for so little likes. I don't be asking y'all for super chats, for money, nothing like that. Because I know they're going to hit y'all with the ads later. But y'all got to get these likes up. So if you have not hit a thumbs up, go ahead, hit a thumbs up. Unless you're driving or something. But you was able to click on this on Uber while you was driving. So go ahead and hit them thumbs up. I'm going to be over here scrolling. I get that from my friend Yamanika. Yamanika said, nope, I'm going to sit here. I ain't going to say another word. J.D. Vance is so stupid. He is just so stupid. Whatever. Yeah, get them likes up. Let me know y'all like what I'm talking about. Let me know y'all like what y'all seeing and what y'all hearing. Or I could stop. I don't know. I don't know, BRC. I don't know why they don't put the like button next to the happy face. I do not know. I don't know why it's hard to navigate, but I know y'all need to get them up. Run them likes up. Run them likes up, okay? Run them likes up. Run them up, run them up. Run them up, run them up. Me look in these comments while y'all hit them like buttons. Wait, you don't talk to your friend if they're giving you a ride? No, I'll be talking to my friend. I'll be talking to my friend, definitely. If my friend is giving me a ride, I'm definitely talking to my friend. Shaneria, you did not have to. Oh, thank you. You did not have, but thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I can't wait to see you in Arlington too. Okay, yeah, make sure y'all make sure y'all get them likes up. Is Meryl Streep and Martin Short dating? I don't care. Okay, so I flew to Tempe yesterday. I wasn't even in Tempe, Arizona for 24 hours. I flew to Tempe yesterday. Got there, checked into my hotel, did a little bit of work, took a nap, woke up, got myself ready, prayed, went, got stuff to break my fast, went to the venue. I performed at Arizona State University, right? And it was a show that was open to the public. As much as it was on a college campus, it was a show that was open to the public. Thank you everybody for coming out. I definitely, because it's Ramadan and I be tired, I definitely thought that I was going to be on stage for all of 45 minutes. So it was really to my surprise that I was on stage for 1 hour and 43 minutes. I cannot believe it. So thank you everybody for sitting through that entire thing. Okay. Then I go back to my room, I eat again, I pray, I, watch my friend Asif, his show just came out, Deli Boys on Hulu. So I watched another episode of that. Kind of fell asleep a little bit, but I got back to it when I was on the plane. Anyway, I fell asleep because I was tired. And I was like trying to figure out, because we had a time change, right? Like we sprung forward today, but in Arizona, they don't change the times. And so I wasn't sure, like, what time do I have to wake up? Is my phone going? But it all worked out, right? Anywho, I call my Uber. I call the Uber. The guy comes and picks me up, really, really polite. He gets out the car. He pulls right up to the front door of the hotel. He gets out the car. He helps me with I had like just a small little carry-on. He helps me with my carry-on. He puts it in the trunk. I got in the car, right? I'm always very polite. I always say the same things when I get in a rideshare car, whether it's Uber, Lyft. This is why I like Waymos. This is why I like Waymos. I know Waymos are only, oh dang, I could have took a Waymo. I forgot Waymos are available in Phoenix. Dang. Whatever. This is why I like Waymos, because you ain't got to talk to nobody. That's really why I really like Waymos. The car is so clean. It's relaxed. It don't got nobody else's personality in it. And you ain't got to talk to nobody. They just be playing like ambient music, or you could make it play the music it want. You could change the color scheme. You could have it play a podcast if you want. It's just like you by yourself. I just really like that. Anyway, but when I get into a Uber or Lyft, I do the same thing. The first thing I do, I put my seatbelt on. That's the first thing I do. I put my seatbelt on. I tell the driver, I say hello. I typically, if I have luggage and they get out to put my luggage in the car, in the trunk, I look at the license plate and I confirm their name, right? In the same way they confirm my name. They be like Z, I be like, yep. Because I don't put Zainab on my apps. Z, right? And so, because I don't know whose car I'm gonna get, whatever. You see my face and you see my name. I don't know who's coming to pick me up. And so just for safety reasons, I just be putting Z, right? So when I get in a car, when they get in a car, right when they about to take off, I always ask them, I always say hi, and I always say, how's your day been? Genuinely, earnestly. Same thing. How's your day been? Good. Sometimes they'll ask me questions like, oh, because they taking me, usually I'm in an Uber or Lyft because I'm going to or from the airport. So they're like, oh, you leaving or you coming? Sometimes I'll be lying because you don't really need to know my business. Depending on how long I'm going to be going, it's like you asking me if you going on vacation? It's like you just picked me up from my house. You know what I'm saying? I probably be lying. You get what I'm saying? I'll be like, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I was just visiting a friend. I'll say I'll just visiting a friend when I'm leaving my house. Like, yeah, no, I just, I let them sleep. I was just visiting my friend. I'm glad she let me stay with her. I be lying, right? And then I'm quiet. I don't say nothing, right? I don't say nothing. If they ask me a few questions, I'll answer them. But I answer them with no, like I answer them like earnestly and politely, but I don't really be trying to give a way in for you to ask me a whole bunch more questions, So what Uber drivers typically ask, right? Oh, especially if you going to the airport or coming from the airport, oh, are you in town for work? You coming home? Like they be asking a lot of questions like that, right? So as I'm heading to the airport, this Uber driver, he's like, oh, so, were you just visiting or were you, I said, I was in town for work, which is the truth, right? And he said, and I'd be hoping like, I don't know, like I answered his question and I felt like I was polite, but I also didn't feel like I was super welcoming. Like, yeah, oh no, I was working. Like I had a hard period. I was here for work. So it's like, yeah, you could keep the conversation going, but there's nothing that I'm doing this saying that I want to keep a conversation going, right? Also, I got to remind you guys, it is 6 something in the morning. It's 6 something in the morning. It's 6 something in the morning for me, a person that knows that, okay, not, so we sprang forward. So now we added a whole nother hour to the amount of time that I'm gonna have to break my fast. It's 6 something in the morning, so that means I've already stopped eating and drinking probably like an hour and 20 minutes ago. Hour and 30 minutes ago. And you trying to converse with me? Do we have to? That's the reason why I do like black car service. When you get black cars on Uber or Lyft, they ask you what temperature you want. Would you prefer a quiet route? Like they ask you all that. But with Uber X, they don't be asking you that. They like, you paying a cheaper price, then you going to get whatever the driver gives you. And that is not fair. That is not fair at all. So he says, I said, I was here for work. And he said, oh, okay, what do you do? I said, I'm a performer. I said, I'm a performer. And I could tell he looked at me, like when I said that, he's driving, right? You know how we could see the driver's face in the rear view? So when I said I'm a performer and I was only there for one night, right? I could tell he looked. I could tell he looked at me in the rear view, and I could tell when I said performer, he thought like dancer, like he thought like stripper or something, you know? And so I was like, I caught it and was like, I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian, right? Nothing wrong with strippers, but I don't know. I felt the need to make it known that I was not a stripper. And he laughed. He was like, yeah, the moment you said performer, I was like, oh, yeah, she's probably, you know, maybe she's a adult entertainer. And I said, oh, no, I'm a comedian, right? And here's where I need you guys' help. This is where I need to lie. Every single time I get in an Uber, they ask me what I do. I need to come up with a lie so that I don't have to say comedian. I really don't want to say comedian. Some about when you say comedian, I need a job where ain't nobody going to ask no questions. When you say comedian, they want to know, oh, is the name on your profile the name that I could look up? Is there anywhere I could see you? Is there blah, 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 blah. So what's some of your favorite comedians? Oh, okay. But can you tell me a joke? I've never been to a comedy club. I went to a comedy club the other day. This is who I like. This is who I don't like. So what's your process in writing a joke? So this is at 6:53 in the morning. Say that I'm an accountant, a book collector. No, I won't say cinnamon. I won't say public speaker. I think that will get the same, that will garner the same sort of attention that comedian does. People gonna be like, oh, I don't want to say travel agent either, because then they're gonna be like, well, where you going? Do you be going a lot of places? Oh, I want to go to this place. Are you any places that you could recommend? So when ticket prices surge and blah, 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 blah. Now, how can I get a good deal on this? Oh, okay. What's your company name? I may be going on a trip. Maybe I could use your service. No. I want it to be a non-starter. I need a profession that's a non-starter. I'm afraid, Shamiria, to say teacher, because I said teacher before, and a lot of times, because they don't pay teachers right, a lot of rideshare people be teachers as well. That be their second job. Because you know what I'm saying? In this country, we don't pay teachers right. We don't pay our public educators right. And so our public educators be on the road driving Uber. So when you say... Shamiria, it's no way I'm saying drug dealer. It's no way I'm saying drug dealer. There's no way, Joe. I'm telling them I sell crack. There's no way. I'm just afraid to say anything that's going to spark a conversation. When you say teacher, it be teachers that be driving. And they be like, oh, okay, they either still teach or they taught for like 30 years and now they retired, or they substitute teaching. They want to know what subject. They want to talk to you about the kids. They want to talk to you about the bureaucracy, the administration. No. No. Maya, drug dealer is wild, right? There's no way I'm saying. Maybe like a bookkeeper. What's some follow-up questions? I think I'm gonna go with bookkeeper. Oh, I'm a bookkeeper. I'm afraid that when I say bookkeeper, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I didn't know bookkeepers travel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you travel and do people's books? What I'm supposed to be like, yeah, gotta do books all over the world. Yeah, that sounds like a real boring conversation. I'm gonna use that. Oh no, King LAMD, there's no way. There's no way I'm saying cybersecurity for the CIA. There's no way. There's no way. Um, Insurance investigator. Okay. I can't say the CIA and not talk and say, but I can't talk about it. Okay, that's good. That's good. And that make me sound mysterious. I'm gonna go with CIA. Oh, what brings you to the town? Well, I work for the CIA. Yeah, so what brings you into town? I work for the CIA. What do you do for the CIA? Oh, it's confidential. Yeah, it's confidential. That's the one. That is the one. Now, if I end up in an Uber driver with the Russian mob or something like that, and they think that it's a setup and I die, it's on y'all. It's on y'all. Because y'all got me out here pretending to be a CIA operative. What was the guy on Amazon? Call me, what's Amazon shows? John Ryan? Jack Ryan. Call me Jackie Ryan. Call me Jackie Ryan. I'm a part of the CIA. So, yeah, I'm going to do CIA. Oh, what brings you into town? Well, I'm part of the CIA. I'm going to be honest with y'all. That sounds so fake, but I love it. I love it. I know. That's the thing, Letitia. People in the CIA don't be saying that they are part of the CIA, right? They be saying they are part of the PTA. And the only reason why I don't say, oh, no, I'm visiting family or I'm visiting friends or like I'm from here is because then they be talking about neighborhoods and stuff like that. It's like it's easy to catch you in a lie. I want to be able to lie and you not read into the lie. And I don't want you to be able to catch me in the lie. I don't really like when people know I'm lying because that defeats the purpose of the lie. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when people know you lying, it's kind of like disrespectful. It kind of insults their intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gonna sit here and lie in my face and I know you lying? You about to sit here and just say something that's easily provable, that I can easily prove it's not true? You gonna do that? Ronald, I cannot say I'm a dog walker and I'm heading to the airport. You know how many questions they gonna ask? Because they gonna be wondering why they driving Uber if you could be a traveling dog walker. Or you got to understand, you guys, I'm on my way to or from the airport. So it has to be a profession that makes sense to them, that you're traveling, makes enough sense that you travel, but it doesn't pique their curiosity. So they want to know, like, oh, really? So you fly places to babysit? It'd be different if I was just at like a local community center or something like that, or in an AA meeting or something like that, right? And people like, what you do? Oh, I'm a babysitter. Well, then, yeah, we got to get you sober because you can't be around the kids drunk and high. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm on my way to and from the airport, it got to be a job that is like, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, of course that job travels. Of course there's traveling with that job. But that just sounds like that sound like a job don't nobody want to hear about or talk about. I'm going to try a couple of them and get back to y'all. I'm going to try a couple of them. When I fly my next flights are Chicago and New York and Toronto. And so as of now, and so that's what I'm going to say. Or next time I get in an Uber. I don't know when I'm getting in an Uber next, but definitely next time I fly, I'm gonna say first I'm gonna try out CIA and see how that goes. Then I'm gonna try out accountant and see how that goes. And then Letitia, I don't think cashier gonna work because it's a traveling job. Like it's like, oh, I was here for work to be a cashier. It piques that would pique my curiosity. Like, oh, what about being a cashier? But so what do you did you have another branch here? Are you training other cashiers? You know, makeup artist. That's cool. That's just like a comedian. Oh, so whose makeup were you doing? Whose makeup were you doing? Private chef. The same. Y'all are giving these interesting jobs that pique people's interest. Ooh, flight attendant is good. Only thing about flight attendants, flight attendants, they be traveling with the crew at the hotel in the shuttle vans. Y'all know that about flight attendants. When they fly in for just a night, yeah, they with the crew at the hotel, and then they go with the crew with the airport shuttle back to the airport. They don't be on Ubers. I'm gonna try 3 things. I'm gonna try accountant, I'm gonna try the CIA, and if those fail, then I'm gonna just say I sell crack. I'm gonna say I am a drug dealer. Would you like anything during this ride? And then I'm going to end up in the penitentiary, and it's gonna be because of my I'm Reasonable Weekend Live viewers. I'm gonna end up in a penitentiary serving 1 year and a day for imaginary narcotics just because I didn't want a ride share driver having too much conversation with me. So Charles this morning was like, oh, he starts asking me all the typical questions, right? Typical questions. Oh, okay, how was the show? I was like, oh, it's cool. It's cool. Oh, like, what do you mean? Like, what, like, it was cool and what, like, he was really going deep with the questions. And then this was the question that I had to tap out, y'all. He said, I was already tired of him. He asked every single question you can ask a comedian. Every single question. Then he said, so how many shows have you done? I laughed. I said, what? He said, how many, like, do you know how many shows that you've done, like, in your career? Like, do you know how many shows that you've done total? Now, maybe he asked that because, in like in the Uber app, it tell you how many rides they've given a person, right? It'll show you like, oh, this Uber driver has received a badge for giving, 2,300 rides since they've been driving Uber. So maybe he thinks stand-up work the same way. Maybe he think there's a stand-up app and it just shows me, oh, this is my, I said, how many, I repeated the question. I said, how many shows have I mean, I don't know. This is my job. I don't even know how to answer that. But like most people do their jobs most days, right? I said, so just like, I just do it every day. And he was like, oh, okay. Right when he was about to ask another question, I said, see, this is why at the beginning I said it much more pleasant than I'm telling you now. I said, this is why I said performer at the beginning. This is why I really didn't want to tell you I was a comedian. And he was like, that's when he got it. He ain't get it when I was answering in a dry ass tone. He ain't get it. It wasn't until I said that he was like, oh, well, I'm just like curious. And it's like, duh. Of course you curious. That's why you've asked me 101 questions at 6:53 in the morning. Y'all, I just want y'all to understand. Phoenix Airport is in very close proximity to Phoenix, downtown Phoenix, to Tempe, to Scottsdale. So my Uber ride is all of 12 minutes. It's all of 12 minutes from my hotel to the airport. 101 questions in 12 minutes. 101 questions in 12 minutes. He said, oh, I was just curious. I said, no, I know. I can tell because you've been asking a lot of questions. He said, okay, one last question. I said, okay. Yo, I don't even remember the question he asked because I was already tuned out. I don't even remember the question he asked. I know he said one last question, and I was like, all right, I guess, it's your car. If I could just reach my long arm to the front of his car and turn up the radio dial slow, you know what I'm saying? Just a slow increase on the volume, like, and then you can't be too rude because they get to rate you too. And I can't have I can't have no SHITTY. I'm spelling because what did we talk about on the episode? I can't remember if foul language breaks my fast. I can't have no whack Uber or Lyft show up. So my rating got to stay high so that I could get the best drivers. So I got to be polite. He's holding me hostage with this conversation about comedy that I don't want to have. You know what it is? It's because I would be lying to y'all if I said that I don't like having conversations about comedy. I actually really do. I actually love talking about. I love what I do, and I'm very open to talking about it. But there is a such thing as a good interview and a bad interview. There is such thing as a good interview and a bad interview. And what he was doing, he just had the worst questions. And I know in school they say the only dumb question, the only bad question, the only stupid question is the question not asked. That is not true. I get the sentiment, but that is not true. There are some dumb, boring, going nowhere conversations that just make me feel like it's a chore to talk. I'm sorry to that young man that drove me to the airport this morning. He was also up early doing his job. I'm sorry that I did not want to have a whole boring conversation. He could have chose interesting, but his questions were boring. I'm sorry. When I got out the car, because I'd be concerned about my rating, I was like, all right, well, thank you. Yes, Tone Chen. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Oh. Brianna, he's trying to see if I got money. That's what he didn't say that, but he said when I said, see, this is why I said performer because I don't. He was like, well, I asked how he was like, I asked like how many shows have you done because like is it professional? That was his last question. He was like, are you professional? He was like, like some comedians only do it like once a month, or once every so often. So like, I wasn't sure like which one you are. And I was like, oh yeah, no, it's my job. It's my job. It's my job. I got to make a living doing it. And he said, oh, okay. That's when he said, okay, one last question. And I said, I was probably stink. I was unreasonable. He said, one last question. I said, well, that's why I don't remember because I was being unreasonable. You know how you forget when you in the wrong. But now I remember. He said, I got one last question. I said, okay, what's the question? He said, can you tell me what you've been on? Can you tell me like what you've been on so I could go watch it? I was unreasonable, you guys. I said, no. I said, no, I cannot. I can't, I'm sorry. I cannot. Here's the thing. I have done that before. I have pretended to lose my voice or say like, I'm so sorry, I have a headache. Do you mind if I do that, right? And I don't really like doing stuff like that because I don't really like speaking like sickness into existence. So I be really hesitant. I don't say no more like, oh, so and so died. Like I don't use those excuses no more. I don't be playing with stuff like that. So I don't really like to say that I ain't feeling well if I'm feeling just fine. I don't be liking. I don't know when, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when all my angels is listening. So I don't want to be out here talking about I'm sick. I got to, no. So I try not to say that. Also, like yesterday, yesterday going from the show to the hotel. I sat in the back. Somebody from the venue was like, "Oh yeah, we'll just take you back to the hotel." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And I sat in the back. I was like, "You mind if I sit in the back? I just, I'm tired. I just wanna, I just wanna zone out." And I said that, and it was like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't mind at all." And then my friend called me, and I said, and I picked up. I'm like, FaceTime. I'm like, Tab, so they could hear me. They could hear, you ain't got no energy until one of your friends get on the phone. He said, can you tell me where I could watch your stuff? Can you tell me what you've been in so I could watch it? No, I can't. I couldn't even tell him to Google me because my name on my Uber is not my name. It's just Z, like the letter. That's it. So I couldn't even say just Google it. What he gonna put in? What he gonna put in? He gonna have to screen shoot my picture and go to TikTok and be like, y'all help me find this comedian. And TikTok would help him. But if you want to find me that bad, then I say no, I can't. My talks, that's exactly, I said no, I cannot, because it was 6:53 in the morning. I said no, I cannot. That's when he got it. He ain't say a word after that until he got out and got my luggage out his trunk. And I said, okay, have a great day. Thank you so much. And he was like, you too. I think he was surprised that I said, have a great day, because when I said, no, I cannot, that's when he said, oh, okay. Okay, I guess we're done. We got three more minutes left in the ride. I guess we're done. Right, let him find. Listen, if the algo do what the algo's supposed to do, then he will find this live. I do want to reiterate, I appreciate, ride share drivers. I really do. You've made, oh my God, if I had to rely, remember the time when we had to rely on a friend or a relative to get to the airport? Yo, I go to the airport. Y'all know I got time off because it's Ramadan. But if it what I be in and out 2-3 times a week, in and out. Could you imagine if I had to rely on my friend, my love interest, my family to get to the airport as often as I'm going to the airport? And LA is not like New York, where like, New York is like there's taxis at every airport, but there's not actually. But when I go to Michigan to visit my family, somebody got to come pick me up. Thank God for Lyfts and Ubers. Or else somebody got to come pick me up. It ain't no taxis. It ain't no taxis at the Detroit airport. It ain't no taxis. I think you could pre-book a taxi, but you're not just getting out and it's a taxi. It's just a line of taxis waiting for you. And it ain't close to nothing. It ain't even actually in Detroit. It's in Romulus or something like that. A bunch of these airports, it's not like New York where you just get out the airport and you could just hail a taxi cab. And then LA taxis, no. I think I got in a taxi one time. My entire life in LA, I think I've been in a taxi once or twice. So I am so appreciative of rideshare drivers. And I tip y'all good too. But just or ask. How you feeling? Yeah, would you like quiet? Is there any music that you want to hear? Or would you like a quiet ride? Cool. And I know like sometimes people have just like, they just got them outgoing personalities, or sometimes that's the whole reason why they driving, because they want to get out and meet people from like different walks of life. They want to have, conversations with, but I think you still got to read the room. I also love meeting interesting people, people whose lives are very different from mine, people who, their experiences in this life is very different than mine. I enjoy that too. But read the room. When I'm laughing hard and somebody else is like, oh, we clearly not having the same time. We clearly not having the same good time. I'm hyper aware. I'm hyper aware. My job requires it. I did. I did used to kill a bald head, Master Bailey. But now I'm killing the blonde highlight curly and the braids or whatever I show up with. Be more Joe. Okay, we got a Lyft driver in the building. Be more Joe. So you do Lyft and you speak. Then after that, I only talk if they start talking. There you go. There you go. Yo, when I took a Lyft, it was a Lyft in Baltimore a couple of years ago. It was like the first time I did Magoobies. It was like probably like 8 years ago at this point. Maybe my first time ever headlining there. Maybe not 8 years ago, because I had a little after, so it had to be maybe around 2018 or something like that. Okay, so 7 years ago. I got in a Lyft drive. I got in a Lyft with this older black lady. And all she did the entire time, it was probably like a 25-minute ride. All she did the entire time was try to convert me to Christianity. She didn't try to convert me, like she didn't know what religion I was. But she just was trying to save me, I guess. And make me a Christian. Yeah. And then I invited her to the show. I told her, I was like, she was like, oh, what brings you to town? And I said comedian. And she, or maybe she was dropping me at Magoo. I don't know why, but at some point it was revealed that I was a comedian. And she came to the show. And that's at the time where I was doing so much like about my identity. Now I'm not doing a lot of material about my identity. And I was doing a lot of material about my identity. Or how I identify rather. And she came to me after the show and she apologized. She said, I am so sorry. She said, that was so beautiful to watch. I'm really glad that I came to this show. Thank you so much for giving, because I gave her 2 comp tickets. And she was like, and I apologize. She said, I am such a, I am so like heavy in my faith, and I really love like the youth. And whenever I see just a young person, I just want to make sure that they know God, that they know they could talk to God, that they have God in their life. And and I subscribe to Christianity. She said, but I did not. And she said, you made me, she said, watching you for an hour made me aware though that I should ask first. I should ask first. She said, thank you so much. She said, you have given me so much education. She said, thank you. I thought it was a wonderful moment. And I never had to be like, no, I never had to be like, I'm Muslim, it's against my religion to tell you my business. That's probably what I should start saying to Uber drivers. What brings you to town? I'm Muslim, it's against my religion to tell you my business. Oh, okay, you going, you heading out, or you from, or are you from here, or you going back home? I'm Muslim, it's against my religion to tell you my business. I for sure am going to have a 3.2 Uber rating, and then ain't nobody going to come pick me up. But when I tell the Uber driver I am a drug dealer, specifically crack, my Uber rating is going to drop so low that the only cars that will come and pick me up are Waymos. They said, oh no, we can't put her in a car with a driver because she's dangerous. She's dangerous. All right. I'm about to wrap this up. I'm about to wrap this up. Did we decide on what color we wearing on Wednesday? Did we decide? Respect to the law, respect for the law, respect to Allah, respect to God. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, Maya. I love when a story ends good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love when it's just like, did I ever tell y'all the story about when Denzel Washington was at the show? Y'all ever heard that story? Denzel Washington was at my show. Shaneria, I do not have no purple or no teal in my closet, girl. Stop. Stop. And I ain't going out and buying no outfit for the podcast. Stop. We are in a recession. If we ain't in a recession, we about to be in a recession. Because you know old orange guy and his stupid puppet Jay, Mr. J. We gonna be in a recession. So I ain't going out and buying no outfit for the podcast. Denzel Washington, okay, I won't tell it on this. I won't tell it on this one, but now there's a story in the can that you guys can expect. But I won't tell it this. Ooh, burgundy. I wish I had something burgundy to put on. I really do. Because I love that color, especially all burgundy. Oh, but let me just tell you, this is how you know I ain't want to wear purple or teal. Because burgundy, I was about to say, ooh, let me go and see if I can find something burgundy. Yeah, you willing to spend your recession money on something burgundy, but not purple or teal? It be your own people. That don't even apply. It be your own people. What's up, Nasir? Ramadan's going good. Yeah, it's the 9th day. This is the first time I think I've ever done Ramadan where the first day is also corresponds with like the actual days on the calendar. And so it makes it much easier to track, you know? But yeah, what do they say about the first 10 days of Ramadan? Because we're in the first 10 days. Yeah, I feel like they be splitting Ramadan up into 3 different, like the first 10 days, the middle 10 days, and then I know the last 10 days be like, yo, get it in. Okay, so the first 3 days, the first part reflects on the mercy of Allah. The second part, the middle, is the forgiveness of Allah. And then the third part is safety from the hellfire. Interesting. It's the month of Allah's mercy, forgiveness, and emancipation from the fire. That's what the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Ramadan is the month whose beginning is mercy, its middle is forgiveness, and its end is emancipation from the fire. All right, you guys, I'm about to get up out of here. I think we're going to go with like cream, which basically means, because I can't even see y'all. I can't even see if y'all putting on an outfit. So basically, y'all going to have me go out here, get a whole outfit, come sit in this chair where y'all not even going to see. I'm going to have to stand up to show you the outfit. I'm going to have to stand up to show you guys the outfit. I'm going to have to stand up to show y'all the outfit, but I ain't going to be able to see y'all outfit. Yo, let's make my New York show, Cowboy Carter, prequel. Let's wear denim on denim on denim on denim. Denim on denim on denim on denim. For my New York show. Denim on denim is the theme, New York. Denim on denim, April 4th, if you have tickets. Okay, Shaneria is cream. Okay, for Wednesday, the 50th episode, we're gonna do cream. The color's gonna be cream, and I'm gonna find a way to make cream like I'm gonna find a way to work cream in every way possible. Cream, okay, that's a task for y'all, to show how much I appreciate the support. To show how much I appreciate. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, thank you. Hello, Canada. What part of Canada? Are you coming to my Toronto show? Kalichi? BRC, it's not live on Wednesday. The episode gets released usually 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesday. It's not a live episode. Or y'all want to do it live on Wednesday? Y'all want to do a I'm Reasonable 50th episode live on Wednesday? What y'all want? Y'all want to show up in all cream and do a live? Ooh, Kalichi, what's the prairies? BRC, you the only one talking about it alive. So no, we're gonna do a taped episode. Oh, Olivia wants live too. Okay, Saeed wants live too. Oh, Queen K, whatever fits your schedule best. Oh. Okay, Shaneria, threw some money on it, live on Wednesday. But if I do it on Wednesday live, then what time of the day? What time of the day y'all want to do? Because I ain't about to do 6 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday in LA time. Okay, so y'all want live. Okay, I guess the 50th episode is going to be live. 50th episode. All right. The people have spoken. It's going to be a live episode on Wednesday. Now I got to figure out the time. Let me figure out the best time. If I go 9 a.m. LA time, that's 12 p.m. New York time. And that's what, like 3 p.m. or 5 p.m. London time? Oh, it's Fajr in Pakistan? It is, yeah, it's not. It's, okay, so it's early in the morning in Pakistan. So when I go live in Pakistan, it'll probably be the night for you. Queen, now I'm unemployed, so I'm gonna be here. Girl, you ain't unemployed. You work for the CIA. Okay, I'm gonna figure out the time. You know what? I'm gonna figure out the time. I'll figure out the time and then I'll post it on YouTube. So just look for the post. I'll send out a post on YouTube letting you know what time the lives will be on Wednesday, the 50th episode, the cream episode. The cream episode. The cream episode, like Wu-Tang. The cream episode. Let's see, what's the full lyrics to Cream? I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Dang, I can't get the melody. I didn't really know the lyrics. I only knew the hook. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar, dollar bill, y'all. Improve to kick the truth. I think I know this when the lyrics come on. Cream episode live. Oh, Prince got a cream too? Cream lyrics, Prince. Oh yes, Cream does. I mean, Prince does have the song. Okay, it's gonna be okay. Come with all your cream, whatever. Cream in your clothing, cream in your. We gonna get some creams. Not little cream stories, but it's gonna be the cream. It's gonna be the 50th episode on Wednesday. I will figure out the time and I will post it on YouTube so that you know. I am going to get out of here and get back to work. I have to send some some W-9s out, and I have to prepare this audition, and I have to pray eventually. What time is? It's later now. Asr prayer was at because we moved ahead. That's right. So it's an hour ahead, like an hour ahead. Okay. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go, but this was fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Still I Rise and Tay for moderating, as always, doing a wonderful job, making sure that my dates are up, getting these nasty comments out of there. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Shaneria, for sending over the super chats. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Global Sister, thank you so much, because I need a job. This was uploads last season, so I need a job. So let me go prepare this audition. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. And you know what I always say? Try your best to be reasonable. Okay? Alrighty.